Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with a video on the Queen's Gambit on Netflix, a very popular TV series, and it is about chess. How cool is that? Unless you have been living under a rock in the last few months, I'm sure you must have heard about this Netflix series, and many of you must have seen it. I have really enjoyed it and was pleasantly surprised that the chess scenes in the movie are actually very good. Usually I don't enjoy watching chess in movies because if the board is not the wrong way around, the pieces are set up the wrong way, or there are some ridiculous moves being played. Horrible, just horrible. But not in the Queen's Gambit, and this must have largely to do with the fact that the chess advisors for this production were no less than the 13th world champion Garry Kasparov and the famous chess trainer Bruce Pandolfini. And to my delight as a lover of chess compositions, there was even a scene with a chess composition, which is also described in the book the series is based on. Not the most genius composition in history, and the main character, Beth Harmon, had no problem solving it, but it's still a nice composition. Let's have a look at it. It is a mate in 3 composition, which means that white plays and checkmates the black king in 3 moves. It was composed by the Canadian chess problem composer William Atkinson, who lived from 1835 to 1887, and was published in a book collection, Canadian Chess Problems, in 1890 by Charles Stubbs. Before we get into the composition itself, let's look at a few screenshots from the Queen's Gambit. Here we see the position on the board. The main character there on the left, Beth Harmon, is looking at the position from the black side, and here is a close-up of that position again from the black side. A beautiful chessboard and pieces from the 1960s. We are going to look at the position from the white side, as is common. So white to play and checkmate a black king in 3 moves, and there is only one way to do it. If you not have seen this composition before, or you have not seen the Netflix series, and you want to try this for yourself, put the video on pause. It's not a very difficult composition. We see that white is 2 knights up, and also that the black king has very few flight squares. It can only go to g7 in the initial position. The first move for white, which we call the key move, is king d6 to d7, a waiting move which clears the d6 square for the offside knights. Now black only has 2 legal moves. Let's look at bishop g7 first. This move is obstructing the black king, and it's no surprise that checkmate now comes very easily. White plays knight d6. Now black has 3 moves, all with the bishop, and they all lead to the same checkmate. After bishop f8, knight e8 is checkmate to the black king. If instead the bishop goes to h6, then also knight e8 is checkmate. And the third option, if the bishop goes back to h8 where it came from, then also knight e8 is checkmate. The knight takes that g7 flight square away from the black king. Back to the position after white's first move, king to d7. The other variation is king g7. That is a nicer variation, as we now see different checkmate moves. Again, knight d6 is white's second move, and now black has again 3 moves, this time all with the king. The black bishop cannot play. And if the king goes back to f6, then we see knight e8 checkmate. We saw that position already. If after knight d6 the black king goes to h6, then we have checkmate with, do you see it? Yes, knight takes f5. That's a nice checkmate. And the third option is that black goes to f8 after knight d6. And now we have knight e6 as a checkmate move. The other knight delivers a checkmate. So this variation where the king goes to g7, we have 3 different checkmate moves. Knight e8, knight takes f5, and this variation, knight e6. Not the most amazing chess composition I've shown here on Chess to Impress, but it was still very nice that there was a chess composition in this Netflix series. And when preparing for this video, I read a number of entries on the internet, and one poster said that this is probably the most famous chess composition in history. More people have seen it than any other composition, and that is probably very true. One of the nicest quotes from the series is the main character saying, "Chess is not always competitive, chess can also be beautiful, and truer words were never spoken. And chess compositions is one corner of chess where the endless beauty and richness of our game is shown. I hope you agree and that you enjoy this composition from William Atkinson. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you like the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.